Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Frank the FM84. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Bello Calcio. We are currently out in Japan managing Shonan Bellmare in the Japanese J-League. So then we completed another season a couple of days ago. We have moved on from there. We are now on the eve of the brand new season, and this will be the last season in the Bello Calcio save. I think we've got to the point now where we are looking at these regens and new gens. They are starting to fire, and I look forward to this season. We've added a few more players. We have lost a few players. So let's jump straight on into this one and show you exactly what has been happening around the club. So the first thing, as always, is the money. How have we spent the money? So I can tell you we haven't actually been too proactive in the market. If we go across to the transfers tab and we go to the transfer history page, you can see that currently, since January, we have signed absolutely nobody. We have let a few players go. So Lucas Stevenson, he was one of the youngsters that we signed early on a free transfer, ex-Liverpool player. He has gone to Cardiff for 15,000. Daleson has gone out on loan. He's another one of these regens, new gens that we are looking to develop. Not too sure he's going to make it. And then we let Oliver Zich, former Aston Villa goalkeeper. He has gone back to Poland to play for Lech Poznan. So bit disappointed that we couldn't get that one done. He wanted a new contract, but he wanted all kinds of guarantees, and it was like, I'm not going to guarantee any of that because he's not a first team starter and he was nowhere near Tanny's standard. But you can see that since the season has changed, we have signed quite a few players. So technically at the end of the last transfer window, we had quite a few players that we had lined up anyway. So Mauricio Calvo is the first one. He comes in from Saris Pesa, I think that said. He's Costa Rican. He is a centre-back who already has good tackling, jumping reach. He has good pace. His physicals are pretty much stand out. He's played in 2 pre-season games and done well. He starts off in the team as a 2-star rated and a 4.5-star rated against my current squad. So that is one. He's currently in the under-21s. Saprissa was the team. Don't know where I was getting my name from. And we invested £1.2 million there. We then paid £160,000 for Hassap Srirawi. He's another Thai youngster who has come in to play in the under-21s. Looking forward to seeing how he will develop. We then have Wachara. We're going to call him Wachara because his surname is just Srivadhan Prabha. Yeah, another young Thai international. Play for the under-20s 8 times, scoring 2 goals. He's a right winger who can play up front too. He has decent pace and acceleration for an under-21s player who's 18 years old. He's another one we invested a little bit of money in. We then have Zarathon Thongchayum. Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. Another Thai under-20 international. He has come in to play in the under-21s as well. Plays as a left back, decent pace and acceleration. He has some good mental stats as well. So even though we're calling it a day on the save pretty soon, still investing in the team. So when we come back and do the 5-year recap like we did Leeds United, I think some of these players will hopefully have made the first team. If they haven't, then they've hopefully made the club a little bit of money. Soyangon Kanda is the next one. He is a right winger too. He has been called straight into the main squad. He has been playing in the AFC Asian Games, also played in the AFC Under-19 Asian Cup, so good representation for Thailand there. We then bought Rene Lopez. He's a player that was picked up by the scouts, another regen or new gen, however we're calling them. He's a Mexican who's been capped at under-23 level at the age of 18. Look at those physicals: 13, 14, 16 balance, 18 natural fitness, 12 pace, 17 stamina, passing of 11, off the ball 11, teamwork, work rate. This is a kid who really is going to have to go straight into the first team. I think we have unveiled a bit of a star there. We then signed a Japanese player, Sho Miyazaki. He was one who was recommended by the scouts. Comes in after playing some AFC Asian Cup games. And he also played in a few non-competitive games for us. I think he's going to be a rotation option, but he does have good pace and acceleration. Cuts in from the left wing or the right wing, so hopefully a good signing there. And then the last one we signed was Jason Tsosi. He's a player who He's coming. He's 19 years old. He's an American. He may not look fantastic in terms of everything right now, but I've got a feeling that even though it says 2-star potential against my current squad, I think he's a lot better than what he looks. He has played so far 2 non-competitive games for us. He scored 1 goal, got 7.15 average rating in those games. I know you can't really tell much, but he's a player that I think has a big future. And again, we are looking to build after the save has finished. Onto the other side of the page then, only let a few players go in the initial stages of the postseason. Alex Kapapke. Alex has gone back to England. He's now playing for Portsmouth. Again, another one we brought in looking to develop. I'm not 100% sure he's going to ever make it in the top level, so we've let him move on a free transfer. Eric Bugarin, I think he was playing for Arsenal, wasn't he? Is it Arsenal? No, Wolverhampton Wanderers. Don't know where I got Arsenal from, but an ex-Wolves youth teamer. He's 24 years old now. He wasn't developing at the rate that we wanted. Tried to offer him a contract to get him to be a squad player. He wanted to be a first teamer. So Alcorcon in Spain came and picked him up. And then we have let Evander, one of our other young regens, 19 years old, Portuguese under-20 international. We've let him go to Vegalta Sendai on loan. So that is how the team is shaping up. I think we have got a pretty good squad based on last season. We needed to just add a few extra pieces in. I think we've probably done that now. And with some of the youngsters that are coming through, some of the players that are available to play, even though they're not Japanese nationals, but from those Asian nationalities, I think we have a good, solid squad. So the next thing to show you then is how we've got on in pre-season. Pre-season's been pretty straightforward. Played in 3 games. We had a 4-2 friendly win against Fagiano Okayama. Goals from Hatanaka and Taramita, getting the season up and running. Then we played Montedio Yamagata, where Quinones and Machida scored both goals. And then Daegu, we beat them 3-0 in a home friendly, where Campagna, Atangana and Jason Tasosi, that I was talking about, scored the goals. That brings us nicely up to date with the new season. Just have a little look at the finances for you before we wrap this one up. So still have £31 million in the bank, and it's really at the point where I'm asking the club to develop the youth system, the training ground, the actual ground that we've just moved into. We've just been approved to improve that to 25,000 capacity. We have a wage budget of 360,000 and we've got nearly 200,000 of that spare, but it just chokes you when you can't bring any MWE players in. We were linked with a load of players in the summer, tried to make a £15 million signing from, I think it was from Italy, and we got to the point of having the bid accepted, and as soon as he saw the wage restrictions, he was like, no thank you, I'm not coming to Japan. So we've got all this money, we're finding it difficult to spend it. Don't really want to go out and buy average Japanese players. That's why I've heavily invested in the youth in this save, and I think that those players that we've got probably will turn out better than going out and spending, say, 15 million on a player who is a Japanese international but might not be as good as a future Thai star. In terms of the club vision for this season, they want us to play all these different mental styles of football. So it's attacking football, possession football, entertaining football, and high-tempo pressing football. So the board are delighted with all of those. Yeah, you can see there on the board request. So we've got Expand Stadium. That's in process. It's due to be completed in a couple of months' time, which will be good when we're playing the Champions League games and get more revenue from those. They are pleased with the level of support in the squad, delighted with the financial aspect of the Mizuyaki signing, and delighted with the financial aspect of the Calvo signing. So all good signings in terms of that. Disappointed though with the deal to loan out Evander, and they were disappointed with the finances to sell Zich because he just wanted to leave, so didn't really have a choice on that. In terms of end of season, they want us to win the AFC Champions League, so the board now have really stepped up their expectations for the final season. They want us to win the J-League, they want us to win the Emperor's Cup, and they want us to win the J-League Cup. So we are now being tasked with winning a quadruple every single season. This is going to be tough. Obviously, it's the last season, so we're going to throw everything at it. But yeah, I've got a feeling that that's going to be difficult to do. But we have the squad, we have the resources, so if anybody can do it, we can do it. And that brings us nicely then on to the eve of the brand new season. And we are going to be kicking off in tomorrow's episode against Mazoya. They are from... Where are they from, Mazoya? Mazoya are from the Maldives. So probably the smallest team in the group. In fact, I can show you the group. If we go competitions tab. Mazoya, Suwon Blue Wings, and Yangon United. So Suwon are a Korean team and Yangon are from Myanmar. So we've been blessed really with a decent group, which I'd be disappointed if we didn't win. I'd be disappointed if we didn't blow these teams away. But I guess you're going to have to come back tomorrow and see how we start our season in the Champions League as we face off against Mazoya. But if you're at this point of the video, you've enjoyed today's little pre-season introduction and the lead up to the brand new season, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Every single person that does that really helps the channel, and I appreciate it ever so much. But for this one, I'm going to wrap it there. Come back tomorrow and see us kick off the final season of Bello Calcio out in Japan.